Salutations, people. Welcome to the Logic Lounge with Fleazy Jones, episode 34, brought to you by Block Legend 7. 34 episodes in. I'm too geek, man. Super geek, super appreciative, grateful, all that. All that. All that. Hopefully everybody's having a good Wednesday, you know what I mean? A good, safe, peaceful Wednesday. Shout out blessings to you as well, T-Squeeze. Appreciate everybody coming through. So 34 episodes in, man. Like I said, I'm grateful. I'm super happy. And I'm going to stay coming with dope people to talk to and dope topics to talk about. Which brings me to the 34th episode. What will my topic be about? Is faithful even a real thing anymore? What up, Nikki? That's what I'm on today. Something that just really popped in my head, man. We've been talking about mental health awareness, things like that, and all this. You know, all of it connects. But today specifically, man, I just had one of those, like a daydream type vision. And I was like, yo, is there even a such thing as faithful anymore? Now, of course, I start with what I believe. And let me be clear. I'm not even talking about, because in the terms that we're in, you have some people or some couples that, you know, they may have an open relationship. I'm not speaking about that, hey, to each his own, you know what I mean? But when I'm talking faithful, is there a such thing as one person that wants one person and plans to stay with that one person anymore? Like, you know, I don't know how old some of the people that check me out are, but in my age range, you know, you've seen a lot of that in your family. You know, even if it was, you know, one of them was cheating, they kind of stayed together. But then there was some that were like actually faithful, like in love with each other, and had no desire for anybody else. But I gotta be honest, man, I don't see a lot of that at all nowadays. And like I say, I'll be clear again. If it's something that you do with your partner, that's not what I mean, because when it comes down to being together, it's you two. But I'm talking about the ones stepping out on their partners. So a lot of that nowadays. Well, my short answer would be, other than the few ones I know, the ones that's out here, because I know there's some faithful ones out here, I honestly don't think that's a thing nowadays. I believe most relationships nowadays, man, like, man, come on, man, there's people freely talking about sneaky links. There's people, I know y'all done had conversations, somebody like, yo, you know, my guy, my girl, my sneaky link. Like, this is a regular thing. Like, is there even a faithful anymore? I feel like everybody's for everybody. Not in the full literal sense, of course. Because like I say, anything I talk about, people, I never said to offend. These are just thoughts I have, topics I think about, and I like to know other people's opinion about it. But like I say, man, and honestly, I'm a cat that's faithful. But don't get it twisted. I've grown to know sometimes you got to be prepared for that. You might be with a person that ain't yours, and if you're trying to be with that person, you got to be willing to accept that these are the terms. Faithful is becoming, how they say, like, gentlemen or chivalry is dead. I don't believe that's honestly a thing, especially with the youth. You know, a lot of my younger family members, they have baby mamas and baby daddies. And they cool with them. But as far as like when they were together, there was never no thought of them actually staying together. No thoughts of like marriage. You remember going to school and you had, I know personally I had females that I went to school with that were already talking about plans of marriage. Like they not doing something, they not messing with no guy physically until it's the one. You don't hear that shit no more. Everybody get test drive nowadays. And they won't stay. And again, like I say, it's not to offend, it's just something that I'm definitely seeing. I'm definitely seeing there are more people, in my opinion and in my experience, that are legit just cool with that. Like, and I'm not even talking about the ones, because you got some that's got the old school feel. They not looking for a relationship. They not, you know what I'm saying? They like, yo, okay, I'll talk to somebody, get to know them. But nowadays, man, it's like, yo, everybody get test drives. And you get to back out of that shit. What happened to it, though? I know a few things, but like it kind of come out of nowhere. At least for me noticing, I'll say that. For me noticing, it comes out of nowhere. Because, man, listen, I'm going to tell you, I caught a lesson early. I had a chick I was with, man. I haven't even had sex with her yet. She fucked my best friend at the time. Mind you, we had an argument. I don't even know this how crazy it is. I'm plugged at my homie's house at the time. This before I had the cell phone. So I'm house phone calling my people. I'm like, what's such at? Granny telling me, oh, he in the room with some hussy. I'm like, oh, okay. She getting ready for work. You finna come over? Yeah, I'm gonna run grab some blunts and I'll be over there. All right, I'll leave the back door open for you. I get there, like, now, yeah, it is fucked up, but I laugh at the shit now because it's a learning experience. I get back here, the funny part, I get back there, they had a back den. So I'm sitting in the back and they den, rolling up, they got the PlayStation back there. I'm running the game, I hear them. His room is like, not even, 6-7 feet away from me. I'm rooting them on. Hit that shit, cuz. I'm so glad I was high by the time it was over, because she walked out that motherfucker in the sheet, covering her body, wiping her face and shit. I'm so high, I'm stuck. Man, I had lunch with him and everything. I'm a different type of dude. Sometimes I don't register, so I don't know to react. Now, mind you, I ain't talked to neither one of them. I ain't talked to Shorty no more. Well, she tried to talk back to me, but I ain't talked to my so-called friend at the time for at least a year after that. Because I'm telling you, when it happened, I literally come out, where they come out, and it was all said and done. I'm so high, I'm just sitting there. I'm just sitting there. What up, Nay? Oh, no, I know it sounds sad, but no, it's just adding to my point about the whole thing of being faithful. You know what I mean? Like, that was off an argument. We hadn't even had sex yet. You called me your boyfriend. But you so mad at me, you go and fuck my best friend at the time. I say this. That's before I was old enough to buy Black and Milds and blunts and shit. We just had hookups at the store. Right before I was old enough to get them. Before they took away the 18 rule. Now down the line, I still, it is shady. I still was, say that was not your friend. Oh no, you already know, Nikki. I got rid of him. But at the time, I was so dumbfounded and so I don't know, man. I was kind of brainwashed on the whole loyalty thing. I didn't blame him. I blamed her. Although I stopped talking to him. I stopped talking to him because there was anger there. But the reason I backed up was because I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? That's shorty. That ain't him. I know now. I know better than that now. But back then, I'm like, nah, that's my nigga. That's my dude. That's, yeah. But the point was, she went off a whole emotional thing. I don't even remember what the argument was about, but I'm not the type to really go there with a female. We can have a heated argument, and it's always been like that. I'm not going to go super hard with a female. So my point, I don't know, I don't care what the argument was about. I don't believe it was worth what she did. And even with that experience, I still have been faithful to every woman I've been with. Now, I got to a point when things started happening, I became upfront with the people. I'm not the type that's going to lie to you. I don't like people that do that neither. Like, if you going to be with somebody, man, and you know, say that's a different type of person. Yeah, that is. Next, say either way, you don't just go fuck someone else because you're mad at them. And you shouldn't. But people do. And that's my point. There's really, like, that faithful thing has shifted. You know what it's like to be faithful. When Diddy been rocking forever, ain't gonna stay rocking. But like I say, there are people out here, I believe, that think some of their mates are faithful, and they, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. It's literally they for everybody, and they'll say 20 years. And see, that's beautiful. And that's crazy, Nene, because that makes you and Diddy the exception to the rule, like I say, because I know y'all got eyes. I know y'all see it. I know y'all got associates that you know that's like that. I already know how you feel, Nene. You don't even fuck with cheaters, period. So I already know how you rock. Like I said, Alicia, say, I'm going to let you know my issue. And if we can work it out or you don't change, I'm out. I will do that before I cheat. Now, see, that's lovely. That's a lovely way to look at it. Because if you're not happy, you have a right not to stay in something to be unhappy, man. You don't have to do that. But to actually, I tie faithful into loyalty, man. Like, if I call you my people, you're my people, whether we fall out or not. So it goes double for some woman that I'm in a relationship with. Goes double for that. Because you're not going to agree with, listen, if we was all the same, y'all know the saying, this world would be boring as hell. It'll be super boring. So I don't expect us just to be happy-go-lucky. Like, even the people I know growing up that were actually, you know, faithful, they didn't have perfect times. Everything wasn't always sweet, but you ain't never have to worry about that person leaving the other or sleeping on them. Listen, look, now this is down the line, and I'm still going to be a good dude and keep their image protected, but I can say the story. Man, look, I was with a person for a couple years that I know, I can't say it happened, but you know, every one of us has that sixth sense. I know they were out there doing other shit, just the type of trips they took. But see, look, I'm not the type. Listen, you could play me for the fool as long as you want, up until I'm aware I'm the fool. Meaning, I don't listen to rumors. I'm not going to assume shit even if I feel it. Like I say, I felt it. I knew, like, oh, you want some other shit. That's why I'm the type of man that I ain't going to be, you go out, we together, and you go out of town, I'm gonna do the regular checkups, make sure you're okay. I'm gonna allow you to do what you do. Because I'm gonna trust that you're not gonna do that. But to go back to that story, the reason I felt like that it was too much information. And I mean like way too much information. If I'm aware these friends you going out with are year-long friends, like you've been around them a long time, I'm not really gonna question you. But if you go to over-explaining and say something like, because I don't want you to think this, or I don't want you to think this, and I wasn't thinking that, thinking it now. And I still rocked with them, was my point. Because like I say, I personally said I will play the fool up until I'm aware of it. Because too many times as a youth, I've mistaken things for wrong. I was wrong, meaning I was wrong. I'm assuming some shit instead of sitting back, allowing it. Because believe me, that should have come to light. That should have come to light. That's why I don't do it. Listen, I don't remember a lot of things that happened, so I don't have time to lie to you. I don't have time to lie to you. I'm going to keep it up. I could have. There's people right now, I know Nikki and Nene, two people right there that probably have stories with me of us doing something, kicking it something, and from their story, I'll be like, yeah, that sound like it. I don't remember that shit, though. So, Faith, what in the hell happened to that shit? What happened to it? And see, though, Alicia, I gotta use you too, because you are a real honest, very, very honest person. Even down to the situation with your son, like how you handled that to this day, man, listen, I salute you with that. So you still have that hope, which is good. But I mean, realistically thinking, man, I got to speak for me. I honestly don't see it happening. Now, believe me, if it presents itself and it builds into something like that, oh man, I'm in it 100%. I'm in it 100%. Are you welcome, love? Nah, you handled that shit real. Because you listen, there are so many women that try to keep the fathers away, and then there are fathers that don't even wish to be around. You handled that.
Hello.
Look, I be worried, man.
You
I be
shook it.
having, listen, you see, and so I can tell Alicia now.
I said
Alicia,
you
I
ain't even
wasn't
moved
stopping.
afterwards.
No,
I said
no,
just keep it going.
no.
I like your shirt. Why you put on that shirt though?
Hey, I'm Batman, you Bartman. That's right. Well, really, I'm joking. You know, I won't be a joke.
Nah,
Just
for
ain't as
real.
messed up as the joke.
Okay.
Joke's pretty messed up. We all know that. What?
Okay. Hey.
But man, what's your take on it? Because you also another one, like your realism, man. So even when I speak about this subject, it's hard for me to even put, people like you, Alicia, or Nene in that category because y'all rock different. But I know it's something you also see.
Yeah, I think it also depends on the situation. And when you say what happened to it, I think just over time you don't see it. So we have the younger generation having kids earlier. So of course you're not going to see that marriage take place because they're not even out of high school yet. So if you're
Yeah.
not seeing it, you're not imitating it. So I think ultimately that's what happened to it. And then just on our level for our generation, I think just being we started to be open more. Like we started to accept a lot of shit that we shouldn't be accepting, and it became the norm. So now everybody got it. Like it's and they embarrassing people out here because you think your man faithful, He in somebody DM, says, come get him. Y'all, y'all embarrassing folks out here instead of just being honest. Tell somebody what it is, because they cutting up. They clowning. So,
And that's crazy.
yes.
You say that. That yeah, it make me think, and not to cut you off, it make me think of the other because you know I'm looking at the end of the mail. I man, listen, I've seen some that's just bogus. You say the honesty part. A lot of these cats can't handle some of that shit.
A lot of them, majority can't handle it. Scared, honesty scares people. They don't know what to do with it. If I be like, yeah, we can kick it, but I'm finna go home, it's spook. Like some people, the reaction is weird. They
Mm,
prefer you to lie to them.
mm.
They like that. People like games like that. Some people.
A word because that shit is too much to keep up, man. That shit is too much to keep up. And then
And you said
some of
I
these
can't
people,
remember nothing.
I can't remember. And y'all know this though. I
Oh,
don't
that's
remember
hilarious.
shit. Like I can't do it. I can't do it. I, this is why I say, man, I'm one of the people that's come to accept it, honestly.
Yeah,
Now, I am a person that can be faithful. I absolutely can be faithful. But in my mind, I don't want to give you that 100% because of that. What if?
yeah,
You know what I mean? So that way we ain't hurting. If it grows and I see it ain't like that, man, cool.
you're right.
But then you got some people that'll ride it, man, for years and just by the time one person give in, the other person ain't. And then they say, I'm too forgetful. I will get caught up in the man, listen, you and me both. You ask me who she is, I'm gonna tell you who she is.
I'm gonna just get pissed off and tell you because you better piss me off, and now I gotta hurt your feelings. Not me personally. I'm just saying.
All right, all right, all right.
Of course, it ain't me. These is hypotheticals we're talking about here. Like hypothetically speaking, I'm on whatever type of time you on. Because if I tell you, and what about okay? So what if you're trying to be faithful and it's not working? So one party wants to leave, the other party ain't trying to hear it. What do you do then?
That's a force quit.
But what if you can't force quit? Not because you're always able to. What if there are things that are delaying your force quit?
Then you got to get through those in order to get to that quit because the quit is it's a must. It's an absolute must that you have to quit.
Okay.
But if it's something, because I know if you asking that, you're asking that for a logical reason. So
Right.
I would say we,
Okay.
you know, the plan.
Right.
Almost like the 2 week notice. But
Okay. But that I'll also I'm trying to tie that into being faithful. So during that time, what do you? We on a 2 week notice. So am I playing my part for my 2 weeks, or am
everything is the same, other than especially
well
if you
shit?
were 100%. Well, everything can't be the full same. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everything can't be the full same, but I mean, and like if we act and we act, some shit you can't fake. You
Right.
know what I mean? You can't fake everything. But if we act and we act, I would at least say. See, I can't keep up with the lies I tell. I be adding extra stuff to the lie. Then when you ask me again, the lie change, so I know I'm not going to cheat very well at all. And I understand that.
And I don't
Oh,
know what to do with my face. Like I can't like I might lie and laugh. So it's just I don't know.
yeah. Wait, who just sent me a? Oh, no. Oh, no.
Mhm.
You know who that came in this
Hey,
room.
who is it? Who is it? I'm
It's a
cold.
friend of mine.
We're going to sing the whole thing.
Uh, hold on, Curtis B. I see you. Give me a hot second, brother. I'm saying cause we got a good one up here, and I want these. I definitely want these ladies' opinions. I see Miss Giggles that came in this building.
Hi,
You not
Giggles.
finished? Yeah, Giggles. You got to come up. I definitely got you, Curtis B. I'm sitting there. Hold on, hold on. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Is it
Just yeah. I sent the one.
it's
What's cracking,
working?
gang?
Hey.
Hi.
This
I was trying to
this.
find my dang on Fleazy shirt. I,
It's cool. You can chop it up.
I
Until then,
misplaced my shirt.
listen to me. This has been in the making for a long time.
Not he
Gang.
blushing.
I have been trying to get this woman on the lounge here, and listen, she is here at one of them subjects I know she could chime in on. For one, man, if you don't know Giggles, you tripping. Go see about her. When I tell you, man, when she smiles, the whole room fucking is just bright as shit. Like
Oh,
there's nothing you can do about it.
yes,
I
fully
like
Oh,
agree.
listen. I'm brand new in her world, but listen. Hey, yeah, Chiefs. Listen, Giggles is the peach. Like that's what she does. When I saw it, that's why I had to tell Curtis, hold on, bro.
Wait a
Here I
minute.
come, like man. Like I got to talk to Giggles because she has been saying, like, man, Giggles like me, we be man, listen, we be having all type of shit going on. So for her to finally pop up, man, I ain't gonna lie, geek ball.
Too
I
hey,
went,
the
I
geeky.
feel
went
the
geek
feeling's
on.
mutual. You know, I wear your shirt, so I'm a fan.
Man,
I'm
it
a
ain't
fan.
nothing but love. It ain't nothing but love. But did you peep the title before you came in? Well,
Oh, your I saw your story, Cloud. I mean your story. I mean, so
matter of
I
fact,
saw the title
yeah.
of it.
You said you trying to shake the room. And I am. Because it's a legitimate question, man. Is that even a thing anymore? So I got to know your opinion on that, man. Excuse me. I've got to know your opinion on that. Give me that giggles. It ain't none of that shit that we done talked about before. Ain't none of that shit at the Logic Lounge. I promise you that. It's all gloves is all do your thing. I ain't and listen, I wanna know.
You said is faithful even a thing anymore?
Do you believe that being faithful is even a thing
Um,
nowadays?
for me it is. I feel like for everyone is different depending on your journey and where you are in your life. Because when I was younger, I was with the shits. You know what I'm saying? I ain't give no fuck about the add notches to the belt, and I had something to prove because everybody made it seem like as a fat girl you couldn't pull nobody. So I had a little shit to prove. But now that I'm older and I know about soul ties and I know how
Mm.
not only can you get STDs and a baby, and like I say, just bad energy from people, I become a lot more selective who I give my body to, which is why I've been celibate for 7 years. But
I
saying
wanted
all that
her
to
to
say,
say it, y'all. Y'all heard it.
that,
That's
and
fucking
that's the reason that
willpower.
you have to decide
That
what you're willing to put
is.
up with. Motherfuckers make it seem like, oh, cheating is just the norm. I feel like that's some low vibrational shit. And a lot of times you put up with and you do shit when your soul is at torment. So when you're not happy with yourself, you're gonna accept bullshit and you're gonna be willing to do a lot of bullshit because misery loves company. So if you're unhappy with yourself, you don't give a fuck about screwing people over and fucking people over and all that shit because you and your savage don't care mode. But when you learn that you fucking up people can have a lasting effect and fuck up the next two, you become more, I feel like, kinder and gentler with people. So I do feel like being monogamous is still a thing, but it's just with mature people. It's with people that want something of value, people that value themselves. Because I know if I'm sleeping with a dude that's fucking four other girls, I can catch something. So I'm a lot more strict with that shit. I tell guys, I can't tell you what to do with your penis, but I can tell you what I'm not going to accept. I mean, you can fuck who you want to fuck, but you can't make me accept it.
Right.
And that's just sad. And I'm willing to be alone rather than deal with that. I'm at that stage. Like back in the day, I might have put up with a little more because I felt like I wasn't gonna get nothing else. Now that I know about it, I don't get no fuck. Like nigga,
And see,
I'll open the door.
I gotta chime in there.
I'll open the door.
That's where I back. What I was saying was I've become one of those people that play the game if it happens like that. Because I refuse, because listen, you don't know Giggles, I know you will know, but Shy Nikki, this my ace who I was telling you about, this Gemini gang right here. These my two Geminis now, so I feel protected. But like Shy know I'm a romantic type, right? I will do shit that gentlemen do, but man, because of the shit, I've grown to where if it happened, because man, listen, at the end of the day, I'm still a man. At the end of the day, loneliness hits. And if it's like that, I just know not to go 100%. And now I've become accepting to the shit that really, when I think about it, I don't fully agree with. Because I don't fully agree with that. But I find my way into it. And we got the two women. Come on up, Curtis, and we're going to have the two guys. Let me see what Curtis got to say. I got to make sure it works. I'll be so nervous.
Scary stuff, guys.
Okay,
Well, my glasses
it
look so
worked.
big when you
They're cute though.
Thank you.
Hello.
Curtis B.
Y'all better give me some like that.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick, man. Being faithful is still a thing. And y'all might say, when I tell y'all this story about myself, you might say that, oh, you figured it out later on, but I did. All right, so I've been married. You know what I'm saying? Like, I cheated, you know what I'm saying, or whatever like that, and I seen how it made her feel, so I was like, man, I vowed never to do that shit again while we together, you know what I'm saying, and I did it. I was being faithful, like even being on the road working and shit. I'm talking about I done been on the road 2-3 months at a time, like working, and wasn't fucking around while I was on the road. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to fuck 9 times out of 10, I send her a flight or something like that where I'm at if I know I'm gonna be there for a while. You know what I'm saying? I send her a flight, have her come out for a weekend or whatever like that. But the thing is, I felt like she stayed, but she got even in the process because I found out she was doing some other shit basically with another nigga. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I was being faithful ever since that moment that I cheated and I seen how it made her feel. I was being faithful and doing everything I could to show her that I wasn't that same nigga. Like, I knew that I had to grow from that. But she had other plans because she was fucking off on me for a minute.
See, that's shaky to me because I always ask dudes, like, you can't expect like the top notch hold the bitch, like, you know what I'm saying, ride or die type energy from me, and you've already severed that trust. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't have such high standards for me, and you already showed me that
Like the standards are gone
for you to like push other niggas, push other girls away. And I'm not trying to like, you know, come at you, but I just tell guys like y'all make it seem like only y'all get bored and only y'all have options. I had to tell my ex, niggas is throwing the dick at me too when I go outside, and I'm turning them down because I'm with you. So don't make it seem like you dating a bucket of yuck, my nigga. Like, I'm still getting the dick thrown at me too, and I'm curving that shit out of the loyalty for you. So I'm expecting the same. And when I don't get it, it shows me that I can't put my eggs all in this basket no more because he already showed me he don't give a fuck about me. You cheating on me, to me as a woman, is so much more. And dudes will say shit like, and some gaslighting shit. Because dudes will always say, well, you know, cheating means more for women because y'all are emotional. Well, unless you cheating on me with a goat, my nigga, the nigga you cheating on me with is going to get emotional. So you're creating a line and go
Right.
get another woman's feelings involved in our shit. So why am I not gonna be loyal to you? And you got options. You doing you. So once you start doing you, I'm gonna do me. Fuck it. We got an open relationship now.
But my thing is this though. Why the fuck would you
You know what I'm
stay?
saying? I can't
You
explain that
forgive
part.
me, you
Maybe she
stay.
could have been insecure,
You know
or
what
she could have been in
I'm
love with
saying?
your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
she
was
could
just
have.
finna
That's
say that.
exactly
The
what it
heart,
is.
brother. The
She actually
heart.
loved your ass. And it's like I'd rather have like women back in the day used to say shit like I'd rather have a piece of man than no man. Meaning she might actually love your ass. So I deal with 90% of his ass, but I still can't give him all of me. Because I know you
Because
can't
she
give me. I
already
still love you
knows
though.
that she can't trust you. It's out
But
the
I
window.
know
And that's what
you
I'm
might
saying
still
to
trust
you.
me.
But
Now, just so you get the male
I
part of
understand
it
what y'all
too,
saying.
Curtis B, that's what I was saying right before you came in. Brother, I literally dealt with a woman that would take trips. And I knew what it was. I literally built the gate because I want to say, for lack of better word, I'll say unconscious. But I was very conscious of it. But I think it was the thought of, well, I don't want to be fully alone. I was the type of dude, listen, we going to be together, but I'm going to keep my apartment. I'll even help you with your bills, but I'm going to keep my apartment because I don't want that to ever, because it's a whole different feeling when you in the home together. I feel like when you in the home together, but if I know she out on the trip, even though I could have been doing other shit, I didn't. But that apartment was that safety. Like, man, if she come home and then cheated and some other shit, at least I got my own keys. You know what I'm saying? I would find dumbass justifications. I'm not saying it's right, bruh. Yet I honestly don't know why I came with that fucking logic in my head. But it was there. It was legitimately there to where I stayed because it was like, man, that alone shit ain't feel right to me at the time.
Yeah, you be surprised what people put up with when they afraid of being alone. Like, and I ain't gonna even say afraid, but just sometimes don't want to be.
Or
Sometimes you may be like, man,
uncomfortable
I'm
with
tired of
being
being
alone.
alone. I've been alone for a couple of years. Fucking like, I've been single for 7 years, so I ain't gonna lie. The coochie cobras is real. I ain't hugged the nigga. The next time I hug a nigga, I might bust a nut. I ain't gonna hold you. Like it's gonna be like, oh, your pheromones.
Fleazy!
Straight up
Fleazy! She need a
pheromones.
hug, Fleazy!
So it get real.
She need a hug,
I'm probably
Fleazy!
gonna meet through the shit out the first nigga I hug, and I'm gonna apologize. Like,
Please chill because he turning red over there. Please be cool.
I'm talking about red as a sun. Hey, look,
Listen,
I know you got an effect on a man because I ain't never seen Fleazy turn
it's
red
energy, brother.
ever.
It's the energy. I tell her all the time, like that. I don't know why it happened, but it did. You know what I mean? It's just that energy. You see how she do. For one, she won her odds. That's a Chicago native. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
I did almost never mind. I almost got up
you
for
know,
you and
Chicago, we
G
say
shit.
whatever.
what up, everybody? Double M. Shouts out to everybody in the live, man. We ain't here to talk about is faithful even still a thing. And I'm over here super geek. They talk about
What
me
up,
because,
man?
I'm over here cheeked up, red
I
cheeked up,
giggle.
because the homie came through. You know what I'm saying? The homie
Hey,
Giggles came through and dropping
I
some
just want to
real
say something.
shit. Dropping some real shit. So man, like I say, to wrap that up, like I literally dealt with it just not to feel something else. Now, like I say, I'm to a point I take it or leave it. You know what I mean? If I
Yeah.
really don't want to be bothered because I getting to know a person for real that you don't want to really get to know. You just thinking on the level of, man, yeah, motherfucker thick as hell or some shit like that. It's like I ain't.
That was some you shit.
It's like, man,
It's not worth it. It's really
it's
not.
not. It's not fucking worth it. It's a fucking headache. And for what?
or disloyal motherfucker that ain't gonna do shit but fuck your life up for a while.
Now you mad as hell.
Cause chaos.
You gonna automatically, because you're human, fuck around and blame somebody else for something that
Mm-hmm.
somebody else did, even if you're not doing it literally. You better believe that third eye open now. Even you said it, Curtis B. You like, man, look, yeah, I'm been married, man, I'm faithful, but you still bring that story up. But I guarantee you, if your mate starts moving in any way from what you remember from that story, antennas is up. Antennas up, and she could be doing nothing. She could be doing nothing.
Oh shit, we ain't together. We ain't together no more. So I don't give a fuck
Oh
what you
shit,
do.
nigga, I thought you said you was still married.
Nah, I said I been. I said
Been
I
married.
been
Okay,
married.
okay, I got it.
Like at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you this. Yeah, we got history, and one thing I won't say, I won't regret that relationship because it showed me some shit about
Amen to that.
myself, and it showed me. It also showed me how to properly love a woman from a man. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like it taught me some shit. She taught me some shit. I ain't gonna lie. She taught me to be more attentive. Like she really taught me how to goddamn, you know what I'm saying, just pay attention. Pay attention to
Yeah.
everything.
I'm glad that you were mature and open
You
enough
know
to
what I'm
see that
saying?
and to grasp it. Because some people let that shit go over their head. People like every relationship is meant to teach you something.
Yeah,
You
because I,
know,
I, I want to be a better man.
yeah. And I'm glad that happened for real. At least the situation
You
So,
gotta,
is
you
one
gotta
example.
want that. You gotta want that. But I ain't gonna lie, man. The paranoia hits hard. The paranoia hits hard.
it do.
It's if it's not a regular feeling off top, man, I'm telling you, I don't even go for it. I just accept it. Meaning they came at me type shit. If it's not something that just feels right, I don't see myself doing 100%. I just don't see it.
And sometimes that's just your spirit being like intuition is a motherfucker. And I think we sleep on that shit. But like your spirit don't lie. Like sometimes you'll meet a motherfucker and you just feel like you've known him forever. And he's just like, walk the bag. You like, have I met you before? Like, but sometimes you'll meet a motherfucker and they'll literally send a fucking chill up your spine. Not the good way. You be like, motherfucker bears watching. Like, if you bring a motherfucker around your dog and your dog cool and your dog starts spazzing, watch that motherfucker. Like, I believe in that type of energy read.
He's
Like,
crying.
babies and dogs know energy. I ain't gonna hold
He is
you.
too.
Babies and dogs. I ain't gonna hold you.
You
You're like,
really.
motherfucker watching.
Yeah, them
On
kids and them
God.
dogs really ain't gonna tell
Them
you
little
no
baby
lie. I
dogs
ain't
and
gonna
little
lie.
female friends, watch that hoe. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, because you
Watch
have to
her.
be that selective in
Ooh.
friendships too, as well as relationships. Like I'm that selective with people in general. Like I'm scared of people. I don't even want to be around. I don't. Y'all scare me. I don't want to talk to
I'll say
you.
that.
She not lying though.
I promise you.
She not lying. Like, and it's like I can't even blame her. In the beginning, when we first became friends, it was new. But man, I understand the shit. I
People
can't
thought I
even
was
lie.
acting funny or acting bougie, and I'm just like, no, I'm scared, baby. Y'all
Some
scare
fucking
me.
wolves in sheep's clothing and toxic motherfuckers
Right.
that literally get joy out of like causing chaos in people's lives. That's what makes it so hard to even just have friends because you meet them and she be like, I want to be you. I want to steal your nigga. You be like, what type of lifetime shit is this? Like,
I'm telling you,
what's going
I've heard some
on?
stories
Like,
Man,
that make me very proud to be a man. Just from the stories alone that I hear that some of y'all deal with. Like the cattiness.
I'm
That
not
shit.
dealing with it. I'm a different type of female. I don't like that drama and all that. That's why I got along with like my male cousins because I don't like all that shit. We
Mhm.
grown. We should be able to talk about it. If you feeling some type of way, don't be passive aggressive and around us like slamming cabinets. I'm not psychic. I don't know what the fuck you mad about. Something could happen outside. Something could happen here. But let me know what's up. Like, so then at least I know if I did something, I know that's your boundary. Not to cross that, not to do that.
right.
Like, be mindful of that shit around you. But if you don't tell me I might do it again because I don't know this a trigger for you. So communication is everything. Like, don't be sitting around here just, oh, I want them to know why. Like, well, not psychic, so we're gonna be a long time. Like, just communicate that shit. We too old for that. Like,
Hey, look, I just wanna take a break and then just say, shine and smile
Okay.
every
Thank you
Hey,
so much.
back to our regular schedule
So
program.
much.
You know, no
No,
problem.
I'm blushing.
she about the same color as the dreads.
Let me explain why I'm laughing. Because of the vision, not what he said. Like, hey, salute, all that.
So much, for real.
I was looking right at his box when he said it, and my man said, "No,
Like, nigga, what?
that's that." I'm in this motherfucker like that wasn't for me, cuz. I should have looked over. Tell me look away next time. Please look away. And I'm gonna look away.
But then
Like, we lost
the
eye
look
contact for too
that
long, my boy.
Giggles gave right after sent me.
I ain't even sick. But listen, y'all listen, this is the reason for the red cheeks, man. Giggles got some shit to say.
No,
I've been waiting for this. I can't wait till this happen multiple times because that's what you look for. The panels like this, where you can have. I'm not mad at what none of y'all opinion is. I've been on lives where I see people, man, I already know Giggles know about this. We done seen some hating
Oh,
ass lives.
good talk.
Man, listen, some all that shit.
I don't
Hating
know why
ass
Alicia didn't
motherfuckers.
come up here too, cause she a
The dry
vibe too.
energy is real out here in these streets. You come up,
I'm-
sometimes it's like the live be dry. You just come up with good vibes, and motherfuckers be like, "Oh, this shit." I'm like,
Man, I hate on your ass.
Like,
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Man, you're kicking it. Like, how you mad about?
Right. Like, not the dry coochie energy. It's real out here.
Look, I should have did it when soon as somebody said facts to Giggles, should have hurried up and just asked her out. That will not be up in here.
That's how they
Not
do.
up in the,
Emotional
not up in
tool.
here.
This the logic line.
It's a fucking logic class. We in this bitch
But
kicking
that's
it.
how
Motherfuckers be like,
people
don't
be
be
for
saying
real.
hello, nobody else but me. That's how people be on here. You be like, we too old for that shit. For real.
How do you grow like that though?
It's called networking. And then
That's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna grow.
right.
How I'm gonna meet new people?
But you know, that's the hating, like pocket watching shit. Because as opposed to you watching me and on some hate shit, and be like, man, I don't like the way people fuck with her. Maybe flip the coin and look at, you know what I'm saying, perspective and reality is two different things. You feel like people be like blowing smoke on my ass, and it's not that. It's just people recognize good vibes. And when you
Yeah.
come in with genuine energy and you don't know hate shit, people fuck with that because it's like the world is full of wolves in sheep's clothing, and you actually on some like positive, just cool vibes. And as Black people, we definitely, I feel like the world is at us enough. So why the fuck is we gonna be even more? You know what I'm saying? We got enough white people coming in our head too. We don't need to be angry and mean and nasty to each other. We gotta do that shit in the rest of the world. Like, we should be head nod. What's up, my nigga? You need anything? You good? Like, that's what I want to see from my people, because that's the only way Black Wall Street gonna ever make it back around again is us supporting and loving each other and seeing the beauty and the worth in each other. Like, and that shit starts online because most of us ain't around each other, but it's a pebble in the stone type, you know, pebble in the water type effect. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a ripple. All that shit is energy. Like,
Yeah.
people fuck with you
And
and
I
you gotta
did.
know how you make them feel. Like, I tell people, you may not remember a motherfucking name, but you gonna always remember how the fuck they made you feel. Always. You can see a motherfucker again and be like, that's such and such. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
Or, like, she cool as hell. Let me go link up with her. Let me get her number. Either or.
Yeah.
All this energy though. Like,
Yeah.
so I just love people because I'm an only kid. So I just know life's short. I lost a lot of people. So you be walking around like miserable and mad at motherfucker. Like, I'm gonna make up with them tomorrow. Tomorrow might not come for you or them. So you be sitting on
Mhm.
faster and fucking over shit, but like, it's meaningless. In the scheme of things, you ain't talking to a cousin about a fucking shirt. that neither one of y'all can sit no more. Make that shit make sense to me. Like, either we go to therapy or we, you know what I'm saying, just disconnect. But walking around with this always on, oh, life's too short for that shit. See the flowers growing out the ground, not the cracks in the concrete type shit. Like, fuck all that.
It's so hard. I gotta chime in on what you said. It's not a disagreement, but I stopped putting color on loyalty.
You stop what?
Meaning that's
Yeah.
not putting color on loyalty. What I
Mm-hmm.
mean by that is that's my nice way of saying I'm all for Black Wall Street coming back, but that's my nice way of saying my faith ain't strong enough for it because the people alone in my area, I would love for us to unite. But I ain't gonna lie, man. I got a few more people that ain't my skin color that's way more loyal than a motherfucker that could save me with a blood transfusion. That's fucked up.
Yeah, and it's sad, but like this is so multi-layered because racism has done so much to our people that it is real. Like, it's psychological. So I tell people, you throw enough food at a wall, some of that shit gonna stick. And a lot of people have internalized the hatred. Like, self-hatred is a real thing because when the real hatred, some people have internalized that shit. They don't know how to deflect that and be like, these are some damaged, fucked up people with an inferiority complex that have fucked up the world and try to make it seem like they're better than us, and they're not. When you know thyself and you really know what Black people have contributed to this world, a white person can't never make you feel no type of way and can't knock your crown off your head when you know everything from peanut butter to the computer chip in the elevator been invented by a nigga. So can't nobody take that from us. Like, nigga, the world turns because of Black people. Let's keep it a beam. So if most, like, more of my people knew that, they wouldn't be so quick to kill each other because they know that's another entrepreneur, that's another, like, king, queen, like, whatever. We could be networking. I don't give a fuck if you sell ice cream and I sell vacuums. You put my vacuum flyer in your ice cream shop and I do the same because that's what networking is. People feel like, you know, that's why I say pocket watching, hating shit. Like, we got to get over that. That's the crab in the bucket mentality. And it's because the world makes us feel like only so many niggas can make it out the hood. So if only 6 of us can make it out the hood, I got to kill you to get my spot. When it's really, we support each other and make each other millionaires because that's networking. We don't have to take each other out.
But you know, that's what I mean. Gig was like that's not even my reason because
like,
I'm not taking that from it.
Pound, bro. Like, every
Yeah.
Black person, including family, not gonna fuck with the vision.
Okay, now you talk. Yeah,
They
yeah,
can't see it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So the world has capped it. They make it feel like Black people can only be so successful. But for those of us that know the real, we gotta let. You can't save everybody. For those that sell out Uncle Tom's, we gotta lead them to the wayside. They'll get it eventually. But the rest of us that want better and that see better in each other, we can make Black Wall Street. And it's just that. Fuck the rest of it.
Y'all see why fucking giggles make me smile? So look at the seriousness. I'm pointing at her boss. Look at the seriousness in her face right now. If you look at the eyebrows, look at that shit is struggle and mean.
Hey, you funny as hell.
No, I mean that shit. But no,
He's not joking.
no, I'm not. No, and I mean that shit, man. But before I veer off, man, because yeah, now I know who I'm grabbing when I had that topic. Saying at the end of the day, man, I would love it if I could find that type of vibe, but with the way the world is, I just don't see it being a full thing like it used to be. I believe it's gonna become, I don't want to say obsolete, but it's gonna become it's damn near obsolete now.
How do you feel
How can you
about it for
trust?
you, though?
For me,
Yeah, for you.
I want it but don't see it. And because I'm older now, the want has become, no, not the want, I'm sorry, the not see it part has become,
Yes, Alicia.
and it's not that I'm thinking negative, don't get it twisted. Like, if that shit comes, I'm for it. But before I was searching for it, I was looking for it. shit was not getting done because I wanted it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, like I say, how everybody, like I joke about it, and it's not even a sexual thing with giggles. It's just that's what I would be looking for in that person. That's what I meant by if it don't feel good, I'm not even, because it's too much to think about.
No, I feel that.
Listen, if you don't find a person that you want to know about that person, if I got to be around you and like say I met you at a party and you invite me to a party and now I'm at this party and I have hella questions about you at this party, I want the vibe where you with a person and you don't give a fuck what's going on because you with them.
Yeah.
Nobody wants a person nobody else wants, so I'm not one of them niggas that get mad because somebody's looking at my lady. If anything, I'm gonna be like,
I
you
had to
looking at her,
realize
but
this
she
too.
going home with me. You feel me?
Yeah, you gotta put that positive in the
Oh yeah,
atmosphere.
I do. But like I say, I'm realistic,
Yeah,
brother. I'm realistic, and I can only
yeah,
speak for
because
what's
we know
around
we
me.
know the world we live
And I
Yeah,
in.
feel like that depends on if your partner playing into that shit. Like, I'm aware that if I dress cute, like some guys are gonna be more like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, fuck you, what they got to do with me type shit. But if you want like, I shut that shit down because that door isn't even open. I appreciate the compliment as a human being. Thanks so much. But I got a man who I'm, you know what I'm saying, who I'm with, not like, you know what I'm saying. I get my compliments from him, so I
yeah.
appreciate it. But we're not gonna even exchange too much back and forth playful energy because I don't want you to think that door is open. So a lot of times is people need to shut that shit down. Like, you can appreciate the compliment, thank you so much, God bless, and keep it moving. But people want to, ooh, out the bam, yeah, how you doing, sexy, like you were exchange numbers. That's too much. That's too far. You
But
know what
that's entertaining, like you said before, because we
you
talked
open the
about.
door to let the devil
I'm
in.
telling you,
So
it's a way where it'll be natural. I mean, the way where I'm letting somebody come up to her and she be like, "Thank you," and we proceed with our
right,
conversation type shit. Because it's gonna happen. It's
right,
gonna happen. But like
right.
I said, I've had situations where I seen. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I know there's females that have brothers and cousins and shit. Honestly, I'm looking at two of them right there that know niggas. You know what I'm saying? But I also know when them brothers are brothers.
Uh,
And you already know, Nikki, who I'm talking about. I'd have been in spots where I know at least
That part.
it's 15 niggas in this fucking place, 15 men in this place, and I know my mate has had at least 6.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
it's a
See,
difference.
and I ain't
It's a
born
difference
yesterday
for
because, like I
sure.
say, I am the type. It's my choice. Brother, play
That
the
is
fool up
slick,
until I
man.
know I'm the fool.
that is it.
Meaning it's got to be so blatant to when it happened. Because Nikki know this now. When it finally happened and I got it, that whole fuck the branch, the whole tree was cut. Because why you do that? Why
Why?
you do that?
In my
Why you do that? And yo, boy, and Shot Nikki boy, why you do that? When you knew, like I say, I'm the type.
right.
Even knowing that shit, I'm like, yo, them niggas better behave. But it was smirks and shit, but they ain't say nothing. So I'm not gonna say nothing, even if I'm aware of it. Now here's where I feel like I'd have been the plum fool. If I'm in there smiling in these niggas' faces, now we got a different story. Now hell no, I go get my drink and I go sit in the corner where we was when we got here. Because of that, going back to what I said originally about me, that is why it's not that I'm being negative. I can only speak for experience. And that hope isn't as heavy as it used to be.
Right.
Now, if it comes, hell yeah, I'm with the shit all the way. But if I feel anything and I got to watch anything, you can't get the 100%. So what's the point?
Right.
Because if I'm not going to give you the 100%, shit, that's shorting the lady. That's shorting her, because then you'll feel that shit. Come on, man. Women intuition is real as hell. Just like I feel like men got instinct. We have certain instincts.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that intuition, you'll feel that shit when a motherfucker is not there. They're there, but they're not there.
Yeah. Your spirit feel it. You feel a motherfucker's soul pulling away from yours. You feel them acting different. You feel them not looking you in the eye when they talk to you as much. You feel that shit. You see the mannerisms. I'm around you. Your phone never ringing, but your pocket always vibrating. Bro, that shit is a trigger to me. I be like, bro, what we not gonna do is play them games. Like, if you want to do you, do you. But don't
And
drag me
that
along for your bullshit. That's all. Loyalty is everything. Like, I tell niggas, like, me thinking about you fucking other girls, don't get my coochie wet. Like, respectfully, like, that shit don't work for me. I don't be like, oh, yeah, I want to think about you doing old girl. Like, no. No.
Say, oh girl,
No.
that's some
I
Chicago
never want to
it
shit.
think
be the
about you.
fact she
How
be
you gonna
dead
kiss me in
ass
the face and
serious.
then ate out another girl? The audacity, you, bro. I'll bust you in your motherfucking nose. Like, bro, don't play with me. Niggas that had cinder blocks tied to their feet for less. Stop
Right.
playing with me. Stop playing
Not
with me.
sleep with the fish. Not sleep
But
with
that's
the
what I'm
Oh, when
saying.
fish.
she
Like,
said that.
and niggas be playing with women, like women emotion. Y'all know we're emotional creatures, but then when the bitch starts smashing in the windows, now she
Oh,
crazy.
she
Am I
thugging
crazy?
thugging.
Or are you out here tripping and poking a bear, my nigga? Like,
That's exactly
like
what it is.
my
That's
friend
it.
found her baby daddy fucking a girl in their bed. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're poking the bear. All the places in the world to fuck, hotels, everything. You bring her back to our house and sleep in our bed where we lay
It's
together.
just a
That's
lack of
treasonous, brother.
respect.
That's treasonous. And
Yeah,
you
that's
can't tell me
crazy.
you love nor respect me, and you brought a bitch past our door frame into our bedroom in the bed where I lay. You got me fucked up. You got
Man,
me fucked up, straight up. And that's when I say, like, the savagery is like, I got exes. Like, I tell them, I love hard. But when I tell you I love hard, but it's like, if you don't appreciate it, why are we going back? You don't get to toss good love aside. And then when you're ready and healed, now you want to pick up the motherfucker you damaged. Like, I'm ready now. Bro, fuck you and the horse you rode in here on. Fuck
No
you.
take back.
Straight up. How do I know you're not going to do it again? Like, what we doing?
you don't. That be the whole thing.
We too
That
grown
be
for
the
that
whole
bullshit.
thing.
We too grown. Like, you got to handle people with care. It's just when you sometimes, and it's just not being selfish. Sometimes it's literally before you do shit, it's like, how would this make such and such feel? Or if such and such did this to me, how would that make me feel? And sometimes you be like, I'd be mad as hell. I'd be pissed off. So then don't do it. It's really like back to the kindergarten rules. Like, we overcomplicate shit because we selfish, but when you break it down to how you know what I'm saying, literally looking at shit from outside perspective, like literally just showing people some grace in yourself, but moving with integrity. That's really what it's about. We ain't perfect, but it's just treating people how the fuck you want to be treated.
People be so selfish
That's
in
it.
some of them situations. Me and Nikki was talking about this earlier before you popped in, where there are some situations where you try to let go. You try to let go, and people be so selfish in what they see and don't see that you damn near be stuck in a situation. I done had some levels to some shit. So that's why I'm like, look, I really don't be trying to be negative and just be realistic. It's what's in front of me. And how many times do you have to touch the stove before you know it's hot?
Like, hopefully
I
once. Like, the rebel maybe twice, but if you do it 3 or 4 times, it's either you're addicted. Like, and I mean this like as kind as possible. Some people
yeah.
are addicted to chaos. Some people have like grown up in toxic environments, and to people that grew up in toxic environments, like, peace feels like boredom. So there's like, you know what I'm saying, they self-sabotage. They gotta rock the boat. They gotta do something to spice it up. Man, fuck that. Like, peace is a great thing. Like, but when you're not used to it, it feels boring. They gotta do shit to create chaos. We've been home, we ain't argue, we ain't did nothing. This feels boring.
That's
Right.
No.
that's it, Giggles. Ro just said it. It's a mental thing with some. That was my rebuttal to you, because yes, in theory, because you can use me for this. I was a glutton for punishment. What I can honestly say, I didn't do the same thing twice. Only thing I've done twice that's been the same is not figured out this eating habit shit. I've done that 55, 56 times. But as far as being in a relationship with a woman, I've learned from each level of bullshit that I've got. So now I'm at a point that I'm so prepared for all of the bullshit, not looking for it because I'm not gonna go in there like you're probably just
No,
like the rest of them. I'm
but
not.
trying to
I'm
prepare
not.
you for the next step. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We can't undo experiences. We can't undo when you had bad shit. It prepares you. It's gonna make you on guard. If you've been cheated on 10 times, the next motherfucker you be with, you gonna be like, hey, it's gonna be a little harder for me to trust you. I'm upfront about it, but it is what it is. You can't blame me for that. Show me grace and I'll work with you being honest, but that's when it's just you gotta be upfront. You
That's
can't
what
be a
it is. That's what I was gonna
secretive,
say. Everybody has
pussy
to
type
be
motherfucker.
upfront about it. You have to
yeah.
give somebody a chance. Let me tell you, hey, this is what I'm going through. This is how I might react. If I react that way, it's not because of XYZ, it's because of
Right.
this. Let's talk about it. Nobody
Yeah,
talks about anything. So
that's
that
facts.
it go out the window.
Yeah, that's like communication.
Don't nobody communication. Communication is one of the main problems now.
Because it's key and
Don't
nobody
nobody want
knows.
to
Yep.
communicate and be honest. Like shit. At the end of the day, like what happened to like I ain't gonna lie, I used to do this like if I fuck, I just look. I don't even want no relationship type shit. I just want, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
whatever. So shit, what happened to that shit? If that's what you want to do, be honest
Yes.
about this shit. You can
Yes.
still do that shit
Be
now.
honest.
Like it's up to me. Once you tell me what you looking for, if I'm with it,
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be with it. If I'm not, that'll save a
That,
lot of
amen.
wasted
And
time,
feelings.
man.
Just
Amen.
Shit,
Yes.
communication.
Fuck
That's
it.
the fucked up
Yeah,
And
part.
it's
man.
key.
It's somebody out here that's looking for buddies like you looking for buddies. So you don't have to try to finesse or sell nobody a dream. It's always gonna be somebody out here that want their back scratched just like you do. So you ain't gotta give me no boyfriend script or nothing. Cause that's gonna do what? Get feelings involved. If you just trying to fuck, just say that. You ain't gotta say it like that. If you feel like you're dealing with a lady, just be like, I'm just trying to kick it. I'm not looking for nothing. No strings attached. I just wanna hang out. We all grown, we know what that means. But you also said it to where it's like you don't make me feel like you think I'm a slut either. Like, talk to me nice. You know what I'm saying? Treat me like a lady if I tell you otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me nice.
Hold on. Oh, nah, did she hit the look? Man, she hit that look. Okay.
And I
Oh,
swear,
nice.
it's a hit every time. It's a hit. So that's just where I'm at with it, man. Like that's what brings me there. I'm not negative about it. I'm still gonna be that gentleman that I am, but I'm not
Yeah.
gonna act like I don't know something once I know it. And I'm not
No,
gonna
I ain't
jump
no
into
damn
that
fool.
barrel before I even put eggs in that dick. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
man.
saying? I used to jump out the man list. So look at Shot Nikki's box. Look at the darkness. She knows some things. I done fucked up.
not the darkness.
Hold on. Please. You think that's a red light? That's just her
Man,
aura.
listen. She knows
That's crazy.
things.
That what?
She knows some things, and but I can say I'm okay with it. I don't want to say I'm proud because who wants to be proud about some shit like that? But I'm okay with it because I can honestly say I learned from it, and I still do what I do. I shoot my shots when I want to shoot them, but
Oh,
this
shit.
nigga stop. Hey, look,
I
that's
always say that
Skrill
just to
ass.
interrupt you.
Hey, that's my fucking cousin with his ignorant ass. Hey, listen,
Come
you
on,
gonna have
Skrill.
to.
Why you
Hey,
do that,
listen,
Skrill?
that's Skrill. Skrill, no. I fucks with that shit because he already know. Hey, listen.
And
Matter
we
of
know
fact,
too.
hey, we need the bounce house connect because when I do it, we gonna put the barrel in the bounce house. That way both of them gonna be broke. You're not gonna be able to use them no more. But once I jump in there, I'm safe. I'm still, we safe. And we're gonna go to Popeyes or some shit like that. Yeah. So like I say, man, I just I don't really be looking for it. I used to be on that shit. I'd be wherefore out thou poor them writing ass niggas.
I'm hollering.
because you know, like, and now I'm to a point I'm okay with sharing this shit because, man, it's a learning experience. Man, I'll be in that motherfucker like, yes, this woman, her eyes are just as
Please.
brown as
Hey,
the cinnamon that's
wrap
on
it
the
up,
thing.
please.
Like, what the fuck? You're right. You're right. Point is, man, I don't think faithful is fully a thing. I think it still can be a thing. But you got to be able to communicate like all of us have been saying. That is very key.
Yeah.
So before
Find
we get
somebody.
up out this motherfucker, man, who got some final thoughts for me? Giggles, you got to kick off your final thought for me, love. What's your ending thought for me today?
I appreciate you having me for tonight, and I hope we can all do this again. This was a dope panel. I appreciate, conversing with guys. It always expands my perspective because, like I say, we sometimes have tunnel vision. So I appreciate talking to kings and all that good stuff. So the vibe was lit. I appreciate the vibes from everybody. So hopefully we can do it again. Yeah.
Ain't no hopefully to it. We definitely
Yeah.
doing it again. Curtis B, holla at him.
Good show.
Yeah, really, to be honest, all I gotta say is time, patience, love yourself before you love anybody.
Mhm. I like
I'm
that.
with you.
John Nicky, hit me with it.
I don't have anything really deep to say. I enjoyed myself, and Jones that's gonna be the end. That's my ending to everything. I'm just hollering Jones. Jones.
I love it, man. I love it. Love the time with definitely follow you, bro. I like the net. Appreciate you, bro, the legend. Appreciate everybody that came in today, man. I hope y'all have a beautiful rest of your week. I'm going to end it like I always do. I say, yo, living off good instinct counts. So always keep your logic. Y'all be safe. We out.